Hey YouTube, welcome to MIgardener. Today we're going to be planting plants for our grow box.
Okay, today we're going to be planting some garlic cloves that we've collected. As you can see, some of them have already started to sprout. The little green thing on top there is the beginning of a plant. And this one also has started to sprout. Along with these, we will be planting our onion seeds. And we'll also be planting some pepper seeds that we saved on our own, some bell pepper, some yellow bell pepper, and some hot peppers. We will also be planting some seeds we received from Praxis, or Ray Browning, some Cali Wonder peppers. So hopefully we'll see how these seeds do in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to fill our cups about 3/4 of the way up to the top. That way, when the plant grows, we get a little bit of dirt on the top. That way we can have a nice sturdy plant in the grow box. Because you have to remember, one thing you do when you are planting a grow box is that the plants will tend to get what you call leggy, where they become short and slightly thinner stems than if you'd have outside. And this is only temporary because it will get better as you plant your plants outside. This is only to get them ready to be planted. And so what we're doing is we're just planting, or we're filling these cups full of this nice soft potting soil. It has a little bit of styrofoam in it just for space taking up matters, and it'll make it nice and soft so the roots don't have any problems. And this has been just kind of chopped up with the shovel. You don't really have to worry about chunks or whatever. It's going to grow as long as it's nice fertile soil and it's given the right stuff it needs. There is not going to be a problem whatsoever with you growing stuff. Okay, so we got our cups filled with dirt, and all those cups that you see are going to be for the peppers and for the onions, and the ones on the right are only filled up 1/4 of the way, and those are for the garlics. So let's get to it. So one thing you're going to do when you're planting is this shriveled up top. This is the top you're going to plant up. Okay? And you're going to see a little row of roots down here. You only want to fill the cup 1/4 full because these take up a lot of space, obviously. You're just going to take it, wiggle it down in there. That's all. Then you're going to fill it with dirt. Move to the next one. Fill it with dirt after we're done. Wiggle them down. This one's already started to sprout. And it's important that you leave some of the shriveled up skin on, because if you take all of it off, it reveals the flesh of the garlic, which is then going to leave it open for disease, and that's not what you want. You're just going to put them down there. And it's really as easy as that. And one thing is if you're going to plant garlic, it's best to leave them in a sunny spot to get the green tops going, because it just speeds up the process. And you want to plant these early February, mid-February, if you live in Michigan like we do, because they take many, many, many days to mature. Along with the onions, they're part of the onion family, and so they take around 100 to 125 days to fully mature. So if you live in Michigan, your growing season is short, so you're going to want to plant them early. Okay, so now that you have all your garlics planted, what you want to do is you want to take more of the same dirt, and then you might even need to hold the plant a little bit, and just cover the bulb until it's submerged with dirt. Don't bury it, just leave it so that the tops above but the rest of the bulb is under the dirt. And that's all you have to do, and then it should grow just fine. And if you bury a little bit like I just did, just take your finger and work the dirt around and it'll all be fine. They're really not going to hate you if you accidentally bury them. I mean, they're plants. They're meant to go in the ground, so don't worry about it. And that's all you have to do.
Okay, so now that Luke has planted our garlic cloves, I'm now going to plant the hot pepper seeds. But warning to all of you gardeners out there, be careful when working with hot pepper seeds, because the oils of the peppers that make them hot are still on the seeds, and that's actually where the oils mostly are. So do not touch your eyes after touching these seeds, because you will have some burning and itching. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just a screwdriver, and I'm going to go up 1/4 of an inch. I don't know if you can see, but there's a line there I'm going to stop at in the dirt. And so I'm going to take each cup, and I'm just going to make a little hole about 1/4 of an inch down, and kind of move it to the side, and make sure I got a nice hole in there. And then I'm going to take two or three, you know, just in case one doesn't sprout, there's always one there to back it up. And I will take 2 seeds and just drop them in the hole that I've made and just cover it up. And that is how you plant your hot pepper seeds. And just so we don't get confused and lose track of what peppers we do, I'm just going to mark it with a marker. So when we put them in the grow box, we'll be able to tell which ones are there. So, another thing, make sure it's not too deep, because then it'll take your pepper plants a lot longer to germinate, and they already take long enough. So you don't want them to be too deep. Just make sure you've got your hole not deep, and it's okay if you put more than 2 seeds in there. It's no big deal, just to make sure that they do sprout. And if you get some dirt clumps in there, just break them up with your fingers, get them all loosened up so your dirt's not all clumped up there. And that is how you plant hot pepper seeds. We're actually going to plant a lot more, but it would take too long to show here on YouTube. Now I'm going to plant our bell pepper seeds. And there is one thing that you should really be aware of when you are saving seeds yourself instead of buying them. You want to always look for the biggest seeds. We didn't save all the little wimpy seeds that sometimes are in your peppers they get from the stores. We got substantially large seeds, and that's just to ensure that you will get better plants, stronger plants, because they're bigger and much more healthier looking. So just like with the hot peppers, we're going to go, won't break up all the dirt there, we're going to go 1/4 of an inch deep with your little hole into the dirt, and then you're going to get 2 to 3 pepper seeds, and just pop them in there. And cover it up. And always make sure you mark your seeds so you know which ones they are. Because then you're going to get some mystery plant that you have no idea what it is. And you're going to wonder, well, what kind of plant do I have, until you actually get something on the plant.